the hand thing is becoming like now I feel like I have to do it, you know. Clarity. Clarity is the topic of the day, and I had a reason for it this morning, and it's been kind of a weird day, so I don't really even remember what my reason was, but I knew what I wanted to say, but I don't remember what sparked it, which is annoying because usually there's like a nice story behind what sparked it, and it's like one of those things where it's like I know there was something I wanted to say, and I can't remember what it was. So in the mornings when I think of these things, I need to write it down in the morning because I say, oh, I'll write it down later, and then I forget. But you know what clarity is. Clarity is the opposite of confusion. And I think that confusion is something that besets upon us often, especially if you're me. And I am in a confused state today. I am not on my game today. This is really, really funny. I don't like rushing into my lives. I like having like 5 minutes where everything, and I'm like waiting for the timer to click down. This one I was running around like a crazy person. I've been running around like a nut all day. I had we're selling a car, and the guy just showed up to like look at it and stuff, and I didn't know that was happening today. And then my daughter needed help with her homework, and I thought that was going to take like half an hour. It took like 2 hours, and then I was like, oh, I have time to meditate for a little while before the live, and I meditated too long, so that now I was like, I gotta rush and get all this done. And what you are seeing is what confusion looks like. Well, not really. It's what cluttered looks like. But you know what confusion is. It's when you just don't know what the heck you're doing, or when you don't know why you're doing something, and you just want some clarity in your life. And it could be just for a thing, or it could be for like, what am I doing with my life, right? That kind of a thing. But I came up with 3 things that we can do. This is not a be-all, end-all, let's fix your life video today, but it's just 3 simple ways that we can approach it. Oh, I remember what it was, because I saw people talking about in the group how they like to create to gain clarity. And for me, it's the opposite. So see, I knew I'd remember. I didn't know. I am remembering. All right, so here's number 1. Number 1 is to just create. And this is something that I see a lot of people have mentioned in the group, and I've just been kind of taking notes about it. A lot of people, when they're in a state of confusion or self-doubt, or just it could be boredom, it could be frustration, you know, all of those things, any of those negative things where I'm not talking about like severe depression or anything like that, but just where you're sort of like melees and you just sort of melancholy, right? And you're just like, I'm just not on my game. Well, sometimes dive into your creating modality, whatever it is, gets you back in your game. Like you've got that muscle memory, you know, and you can just start painting something or dancing or whatever. And you know, it's interesting. Now that I'm saying it, I'm realizing something about myself that I'll share in a second, unless I forget. But so it's like a lot of people just dive into their artwork, and it helps them to sort of get back in the zone a little bit, because when you're doing it through muscle memory like that, you forget that you're upset about something, or you forget that you're not, you know, you can't find that answer to something that you're looking for has been eluding you, but now you're not looking for it anymore. You're doing this, and all of a sudden it's like, hey, the thing just pops in your head like what just happened to me. You are literally watching it happen to me. That's ridiculous. The second thing I came up with was force create. And I know that sounds a little harsh, but hear me out, because to me it's like, well, maybe I don't, and this is what I think might work for me a little bit better. The kind of work that I do, it's like I do this digital work, and the reason I did perfection the other day was because I'm such a perfectionist about it. Like, I don't want to make a music video and just make like 3 music videos a day. I want to make a song that's like radio ready, you know, and I want to make a music video that's broadcast ready, and I'm so hard on myself about it, about like how good it has to be, that it can be frustrating often, to be honest with you. But I think if we can do some kind of like force create thing, like maybe I don't work on a specific thing that I'm going to release, but maybe I just go sketch, or maybe I do a different kind of medium that I don't normally do, or maybe if I'm a painter, I try drawing with a pencil, or if I'm a dancer, I just try dancing some other kind of music that I don't normally do. And as I was talking about this, it just kind of dawned on me that sometimes just singing for the sake of singing, for the love of singing, kind of gets me in that zone, even though now I'm not recording a song, you know what I mean? I'm just singing. I'm not making art that, like, we think of art as like this thing that we can show people, and like it goes on a wall in a museum, or it's in your, you know, with music especially, it's like, what is music if it's not something I can listen to on iTunes? Well, the art that I make sometimes is just singing. And nobody hears it but me, and it's gone by the time I'm done. You know, it's like I could be singing in the car. Is that art? Well, maybe it is. Maybe it's that force create that I'm talking about. I can just, like, if I'm in the car and I'm just driving and I'm singing, I get in a zone. I get in a zone that way. And it's just dawning on me now that I can do that, because I've always thought that I need to find some kind of way to relax and calm down, and then I can create. But I can actually do it by creating. I am literally having a clarity moment right now while I'm doing this. This is weird. Okay, it's a little bit weird. I hope you guys are with me. I'm not even looking at the comments. Don't make fun of me. So I think that's that, because when you force create, then sometimes it could be this spark, you know? But what I don't mean by force create is I can't sit down and say I am now going to make this song and record it. It's going to be ready to go, because if I'm not in the mindset for that, it doesn't work. So maybe I can just try playing, you know? And number 3, 1, 2, 3, just take a break. Do nothing. Right? This is the no-brainer one. It's like sometimes you're not ready to do anything, you know? If you're looking for that clarity for something, and the answers that you're looking for are just eluding you, sometimes you just need to turn your brain off, take a break, check out, and go do something else completely. That's what I do, and that's usually the one that I do, without realizing now that second one, force create, also works for me. The one that does not work for me is to just go and do the actual artwork creation. I can't sit down and start making a video or a song when I'm not already there. I need to ramp up to it and get there, and then I can get into the nitty-gritty of the type of artwork that I do. But I could certainly do other kinds of artwork. I could sketch. I gotta say, looking at everybody's art in this group is inspiring me to get back to sketching. I was thinking of doing something where I'll participate in the bi-weekly themes myself, but instead of using like a song that I wrote or a video that I made or something, like I would do a different medium to kind of force me to try other things, because I can get very regimented where it's like I do this and I do this and I do this and I do not do any of these other things. But man, then I look at what you guys are doing and I was like, that looks like fun. I want to try that. You know, so I think I'm going to give some things a try. If that's what this does, then that's amazing. So let's head over to the comments now and say hello. Ray says hugs. Hello, Ray says clarity. And Blake, I said hi to you guys, and Marsha's here. Okay, and then Kelly. Hi, Kelly. How you doing? You aren't clear on the clarity, huh? Sounds like a me thing. Yeah, clarity is a wonderful thing, but confusion abounds sometimes. And I think that's normal, actually. You know, I don't think that there's anything wrong with us for being confused all the time. I think that there's a sort of self-awareness that goes along with that. I think a lot of people live in confusion all the time and just aren't, like, they might listen to this and be like, what the heck is this guy talking about? But we understand that we're looking for deeper meaning to something, and that when we don't have it, we know that there should be there, and we can find it if we're looking for it. The problem is when we're looking for it and we get frustrated that we can't find it. That's when confusion feels bad. But I think confusion is built into the game. I think that we're supposed to find new levels of clarity, new levels of awareness, and then that leads to more broader, bigger questions, and then we start the game all over again with confusion. It's just a matter of don't get so upset about it, you know, like I do. Don't do that. Ray says making notes is part of clarity. Making notes, like you mean like taking notes, like right. Once again, the context. Yeah. So if you're new here, a lot of times people write comments. I read them 15 minutes later, and I have no idea what the comment means because I'm now not talking about the same thing anymore. But I said I should write things down in the morning. See, I remembered. Wow. See, I got clarity today. Thank you. Blake says, so you are not clear about clarity. LOL. Funny how that works, right? And Blake says, good, you remembered about why you choose clarity. Yes, I did. And must be said, thank you for adding context to that comment, Blake. Must be something in the air. Can't focus at all for the last 3 days. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on, I think, in the world that are just causing anxiety for people. We don't have to mention them, but, you know, there's things happening. Ray says, stream of unconsciousness. I like that. I like that a lot. We have very talented people in this group, says Blake. Yeah, we really, really do. I'm very impressed with this group. And I have to tell you, like, yesterday was Sunday. I didn't do a Daily Fuel because I try to take Sunday off. I think I did like one post yesterday. And it was amazing to me how the group just like was chugging along all day long. People posting, commenting on each other's things. The support that I see, each of you giving yourself. Kelly and Kirsten started talking about something and they might be collabing on a project, and now we might want to post it in the group and get other people involved. It's just amazing to me that I don't even have to be engineering this. I just said, hey, here's a spot. Do what you will with it, and you guys are. And to me, that's like unbelievably amazing. I can't tell you how excited about that I am. Kelly, I love what you're saying about other mediums. Seeing other people's things have inspired me as well, and not discounting what I'm comfortable with doing, but never considered real art. Yeah, about me singing in the car and then also seeing other people's stuff. I know what you mean about real art, because I tend to get snobby about that, and I'll admit this. I tend to get to the point where it's like, I do this thing that I do, and you know, I don't draw much. I'm not a painter. I don't dance, and you know, and not because I don't think those things are art, but just because I'm not good at dancing, and drawing just hasn't held my attention in the past several decades. You know, but video creation, music, and certainly design have. And because I think because I became a professional designer, now I had to continually increase the level of complexity and professionalism in my design work, because I had clients, you know. So of course you get to this level where it's like, oh, I've been doing this for 25 years and I'm at this level with this. And now it's like, oh, I want to do this other kind of art. Well, what do I do? I expect that now I'm going to do this other kind of art, and I have to be at this level that I got this, that took me 25 years to get this one to, and now I'm going to try this one. And it's like, so I've been doing design, and I've been doing video, and I've been doing music all for many, many, many years. But then if I try something else, like I have a sketchbook over there, and I try to go back to drawing like I did when I was a kid, and I'm just like, this isn't good, and I throw it away because this isn't good. I can't show this. Well, I haven't drawn anything in like 10 years. How good is it going to be? You know? So I'm not sure if that's what you meant, but that's what I got out of that. And then now there's like 9 people here. Where was everybody before? I love what I read that. And Kelly says again, accept the confusion, don't resist it. Great tip. Did I say that? Oh yeah, right. Because I said confusion is built into the game. Man, I gotta pay attention to what I say when I talk. Hector, hey, Hector's here. What's up, my friend? I don't know if you guys have seen Hector's work in the group. He does some amazing stuff. Hector, you draw and make 3D things. That's like Bobby Hood. He paints and makes the 3D metal stuff. And that's really cool, because to me those are like two completely different things. I feel like my things all go together, so it makes sense to me that I'm good at this and this and this. But then I see people like you who like make that grandfather clock and then that drawing or painting or something, and I'm just like, how do you do both of those things? Of course I know how you do them. You're talented. But and Danielle's here. Hey Danielle, how are you? She says hey. And Ray says breathing helps clarity, otherwise he gets I was on my couch. My couch is over there. I was on my couch meditating for like an hour, and I was breathing and everything. So I was good with the breathing. I got all my breathing in, and I took a really deep breath and came running over here so I could get this out. And we're good. Well, is that it? Any more comments? Otherwise, Ray can have the the booby prize today. But I think that we are good on that. That's clarity. I hope that gave you some clarity on my thoughts about clarity. But otherwise, we will pick this up tomorrow. Thanks so much for your time, guys. I appreciate you showing up every day and hanging out with me. This really is the highlight of my day. I love it. And like I said, I'm just so happy about what I see going on in the group. Please keep it up. And thank you. I will see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Bye.